Hello, beautiful YouTube viewers. How are you? This is your boy Tian Kai again with our tutorial, and again we'll think you guys enjoyed the video, and let's see the story. Okay, the story. Tihi muting.
Attention,
I didn't expect Planarcadia to have a spot as peaceful as this.
I guess there are pros and cons. Even after all these years, public transport around here is still a huge hassle. The TV tower is still a fair distance away. We'll have to walk the rest of the way.
Haven't even boarded the ship yet.
We're here.
Looky here. How is the white striped wolf pulling so high? Just 'cause he looks cool? What gives?
Who? That detective? Where do you get a title like that? Oh, that special program? It's wrapping up already. By the way, when was the deadline again?
Yesterday?
It is a bit unusual. We should be on our guard. I'm not a supplicant, so I can't go up on stage with you later. Will you be nervous facing the cameras alone? Time truly flies. You're all grown up now. Perhaps it won't be long before you no longer need my guidance. Don't worry. I'll always be standing right where you can see me. Then let's go find Sunday and the others.
We really need to tread carefully.
Listen, give it a rest. Can't I get a moment's peace before the debate starts?
That voice. Is that Mr. Ashvale?
What's going on? Blue chips are out of stock again?
What can you do? Those are blue chips we're talking about. An Arcadia bestseller for over a decade. One bite drops you into a whole new world of crunch. Exquisite! A taste sent from another dimension!
Is this a film set or something?
This is a disaster. I didn't pick up a single scoop worth mentioning from the first two supplicants. Oh, how am I supposed to publish any of this?
What's the rush? I'll head over in a bit, find an angle, snap a few shots. The headline is entirely up to you. Frowning over such a trifle? You should hurry up and get that happiness surgery done when you get the chance.
Hey! Maybe we should save this for when we're back upstairs? This really isn't the best place to talk.
Miss Himiko.
We meet again, you two. And you're about to be on TV. Aren't you going to change into something a little sharper? You guys noticed it too, right? The entire first floor of the TV tower is one big set arranged by Foolish. A live stream broadcast. Those two look busy, but they haven't taken their eyes off us. And I'd wager the debate started the moment we stepped into the TV tower. This is a prime opportunity to bait us into exposing our weaknesses. She certainly wouldn't miss it.
Speaking of which, I didn't expect you two to take action together.
Before contacting you all, I was looking into the case involving the Sin Wish Syndicate murders, and every clue pointed straight to Full Wish TV.
The Sin Wish Syndicate?
Exactly. When I accepted this mask, I promised to make a name for them. Since that's no longer possible, the least I can do is uncover the truth on their behalf.
You nameless sure are a bunch of stand-up folks. Investigating's one thing, but you didn't have to go and join the society, did you?
There are personal reasons, too. The loss of pain being considered happiness. That's always made me keep a close eye on the Smile Society. Unfortunately, the regular members know almost nothing. I couldn't find any clues related to the abundance. But regarding the surgery, they did leave behind some clues.
It seems my suspicions were right. Not everyone joined of their own free will. Rather than offering comfort, the Happiness Research Society amplified their craving for it. When everyone around you is praying for happiness, refusing to join begins to feel like a kind of original sin.
Do they not manipulate the hearts of others using the very same terror and dreams? Even if I weren't a supplicant, I wouldn't stand idly by.
So, she doesn't stand a chance in the debate then? She's ticked off so many heavy hitters. I really thought she'd have some smarter tricks up her sleeve. When it comes down to it, it's just like the Phantasmoon Games. People love surprises, so over-preparing is pointless. I've met plenty of big shots, but nobody has a knack for grabbing attention like you do. Use that to your advantage and play things by ear.
Precisely because we were once adversaries, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
And I'll be joining in too anyway. Just to shoot me a glance if you need me, and I'll back you up.
When I left Planarcadia, someone once said this to me. When moving forward, never ask too many questions. The moment we stop to think, doubt seeps in. Fear of becoming a laughingstock or of being rejected. It sounds absurd, yet that's how people are. Don't let the word debate lead you astray. Just Be yourself, as you always have been. When it comes to you, my faith is unwavering.
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances. This is an emergency broadcast. A supplicant is attacking Seafeld City with the power of the Harmony.
What kind of commotion is this? What? Is Full Wish TV up to their old tricks again?
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances. As you all know, to prevent a repeat of the blood-stained games, I organized a televised debate. I hoped the dispute between supplicants would stop at words, and the right to decide the winner would be shared by everyone. I was confident in my victory. I was ready to fulfill my promise. To build an Arcadia free of worry, where the only thing people need to do is laugh. But now, I must cancel the debate and reveal the truth to the public. For what these outsiders seek to tarnish is more than just the Phantasmoon Games. I implore all citizens, do not panic at the footage to follow. We are facing an unprecedented danger. But this is not a time for despair. Our reporter in Seafeld City captured this scene. This man should be no stranger to you. His name is Don Hung, a member of the Astral Express and a renowned hero. And yet, accompanying him is none other than the Cian Joe's wanted criminal, the Stellaron hunter Blade. Rumor has it, he was once tainted by the flesh of the Abundance and could go berserk at any moment. Back then, I trusted the Astral Express, figuring this was just a simple capture operation. But a short while ago, I found members of the Smile Society infected with the flesh and blood of the Abundance. Only then did I realize what sort of conspiracy I was being dragged into. Aside from the Trailblazer, there's another supplicant aboard the Astral Express who used an alias not too long ago to infiltrate the Smile Society. But his true identity reveals him to be an interstellar fugitive, a member of the family, Sunday. And by sheer coincidence, he traveled with the IPC back to Ashvale, arriving at the debate venue together. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't summarize this, lest my own views mislead you. I will only present the indisputable facts for your judgment. May the Master of Elation bless us all.
So that's the setup. Such blatant manipulation won't fool anyone for long.
No. Everyone, we'd better get out of here.
What is it?
Maybe when we arrived at the TV station, the debate wasn't just starting, but had already finished.
Wait! How could... Viewers, we interrupt with an emergency announcement. The Department of Aberration Defense has confirmed that the power causing the flesh of the Abundance to become infectious originates from the Harmony.
time to fulfill my duty.
Extra luck. An explosive start.
All martial arts are mine to command!
That only. Don't thank me.
All eyes are on you!
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Trailblazer, yeah! Mountains move, rocket, rise!
Extra luck. An explosive start.
Pain? What flavor of candy is that? I want more.
Their senses have become completely distorted.
Come closer. Just a little more.
Is he dead?
No, the flesh is regenerating. It won't be long before he gets back up, no matter how many times he is killed.
In that case, he is certainly worthy of the great wheel fortune hanging over his head. So this is Fullwish's goal? To twist citizens implanted with Shuhu cells into giggling abominations and wage war on every supplicant? It's horrifying to be sure, but... Fullwish is a mere mortal. How exactly did she do it?
General, please do not call them that. These people are nothing like the denizens of abundance you're familiar with. They are just normal people of Seafeld City, struggling with the grind of daily survival. They don't have the strength you and I possess, nor have they ever seen the world outside of Planarcadia. They just want to stop and catch their breath, even if that breath is poison coughed up by Fullwish.
You're right. They deserved sanctuary. But right now, there's another group of people who need our protection. Since we have the power, let's do something. Whether for the survivors or the victims. You were the referee of the Phantasmoon Games. Even if you were forced off the field by underhanded means, surely you retained some right of arbitration. Now the land is overrun by walking corpses, and the people are plunged into misery. Are you telling me the supplicant who committed such atrocities still hasn't committed a foul?
This is merely a common occurrence in a game that has lasted thousands of years. Calamity. So long as the supplicant can draw wish power to fill the Phantasmoon, the game knows no taboos. The Master of Elation allows supplicants to enact the utmost benevolence, beauty, truth, greed, and absurdity, even the utmost evil.
Then where, exactly, do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon Games lie?
Since when do Aha's games ever have boundaries? You don't understand, General.
Then make me understand.
As you wish. I wonder if you've heard of the tragedy of the bloodstained games from 15 years ago, General.
Compared to the catastrophic history of the Phantasmoon Games, that was likely nothing more than an insignificant interlude, no?
Countless times, I wanted to reach out and touch those muted hearts to make them beat again. But I can't save everyone. It's always been this way. The Phantasmoon Games have only one taboo, and there is only one rule I strictly abide by. The games must proceed, never ending, just as the sun and moon rise and fall. Those who defy this law shall be banished, executed, and suffer unceasing torment. General Yao Guang, have you ever wondered, why am I the arbitrator?
Simply because you possess the power to eradicate those who transgress.
Eons ago, in the Master of Immortality's mysterious garden, flora flourished with such intensity that they suffocated all other life. A meddler quietly infiltrated this place, plucking the most enchanting and luxuriant branch. The severed branch screamed in protest, for before she was gifted with eternal life, she was a divine envoy, leading her kin in search of the elixir of life. She was a beast of blind love and hatred, a sword dancer who devoured the crimson moon. So proud was she, never having known how to yield. Save for the blazing phoenix of the Xianzhou, she has never been defeated by another. How then could she tolerate a meddler defiling her fragrance?
Are you speaking of myths or true history?
When the past is as distant as the afterglow of the stars, does it really matter whether it's myth or history? That meddler transplanted her to another world, and through this method, they imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
You mean you yourself are that most terrifying thing?
You've misunderstood. Or perhaps not. The meddlesome god promised to enlighten her, to teach her to know true joy. And in the repeated cycles of the Phantasmoon Games, the meddler did not break their promise. She once witnessed raging flames boil the seas dry, saw civilizations rise from the dust, and wither back into it. She gazed upon the purest souls, burning away their brilliance, and stood silent as supreme evil reveled in blood upon the earth. Finally, amidst the love and hate of the insignificant, she gradually glimpsed the essence of fleeting life, the meaning of elation. Finally, she became me.
So, you're afraid of waking her, afraid of becoming her once more.
Over the past 1,000 years, I have called upon her power 3 times to avert catastrophe. Each time, it left an irreparable scar upon the land.
This is the abundance, healing and torture, coexisting as one.
Even knowing everything, would you still have me wear that fox mask and exercise the authority of arbitration?
Miss Evanescia, what you are terrified of is not this fox mask. Quite the opposite. Evanescia is the mask you wear. What you are terrified of is your true self. I, too, was once terrified of my mask.
Your mask?
mask known as Arbiter General. Whenever the tides of war demand it, I have no choice but to don it, to become that slaughtering general, coldly watching blood and tears be shed, plotting and divining beneath the astral charts, even accepting the scorn of bereaved orphans, all to ensure the Luxero is loosed.
I don't understand. As a general of the Xianzhou, why have you urged me all this time? Urged this creation of the abundance to reveal its true form?
It's laughable, really. I arrived in Planarcadia for the sole purpose of involving the Master of Elation in my divination, seeking to rewrite a fate already cast in stone. But to steer the orbits of the stars is no easy feat, whether it be the Lux arrow that topples the sky or the games of the Elation. It's difficult to grasp even if you go all out. From the instant the Phantasmoon's declaration increased the stakes, my divination has spiraled out of control. My fate shifts ceaselessly between adversity and prosperity, life and death becoming impossible to fathom. With the eons in play, divination is futile. The only thing you can ever put trust in is people. Just as I once believed my teacher could successfully fulfill their fate. I really believe in you too, Miss Evanescia.
Has anyone ever told you you're quite the gambler? Daring to push your chips onto an unknown quantity, like me? In a game where the eons themselves have taken a seat at the table?
When we first met, I could not gain insight into the will or woe of your fate. Yet, I was willing to trust you. I believe you are also the key to rewriting destiny in this game, whose ending no one can foresee.
Why?
Miss Evanescia, the spiritess that watches over me is named the Kala Chakra Sky Plume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow bear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of the abundance need not be abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction. I am not some gambler, nor am I an ant beneath the gaze of the eons. I was the one who offered up a piece of my own insignificant fate, forging their trajectories. The situation outside is volatile. We don't have a second to spare for idle chatter. Miss Evanescia, I've given you my answer, and I'd like to hear yours in return. When you realized Full Wish was not a supplicant and you could not pass judgment, why did I see hesitation and doubt in your eyes rather than your usual indifference? I know you already have a game changer in mind. You're just not ready to use it yet. Please, tell me your solution.
As you wish. To exercise the right of arbitration, irrefutable proof is required. Proof that a supplicant has indeed broken the rules and disrupted the order of the Phantasmoon Games. Yet surveying the board, I see not a single transgression. Since there are no sinners, then I shall become the sinner. General Yao Guang, you once asked me, where do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon Games lie? Well, here's my answer. The boundaries aren't on the outside, but at the core. Now, I shall transgress the taboo and divulge to you the true purpose of this Ionic game. Through this method, The master of Elation imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games. The terror slumbering at the heart of Planarcadia is...
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously and were transformed into denizens of abundance.
The affected staff are quarantined immediately. Prolux Tower is a valuable safe zone.
If you'd listened to me and thrown every suspect in prison, you wouldn't be in this mess. So, why'd you call me here?
It's an emergency. I want to see how the script plays out.
Huh?
No one could have guessed an emanator of the abundance would return by hijacking others' bodies. Everyone is hesitant to act, for fear of collateral damage. But since he is here as well... Deduction. This crisis was within your calculations all along.
Half right. Shuhu is the reason Blade made the trip. As for the outcome... Tell you what, I'll show you the script. It's too wordy, and I can't be bothered to paraphrase. Here, sending you a copy.
For the sake of our business partnership, save this virus copy for someone else, hacker.
The feeling is mutual. Seems you don't trust me much either.
I told you, I've done my research on you. Or to be precise, on all of you. Destiny's slave may be able to foresee the future and pen scripts for the Stellaron hunters. But in the face of Eon intervention, his vision is powerless. However, the IPC has its own methods.
Oh?
I'll grant you a privilege. Starting now, user Silverwolf has unrestricted access to the Arcadian internet.
I could have done that myself.
With the precondition that I agree. I want you to hack into the internet, trace the source of the Joy Ascendant contagion, and figure out the catalyst and transmission vectors. Suppressing the surface commotion is a simple task, but if the root cause isn't addressed, the chaos can never be truly eradicated. In exchange, I'll turn a blind eye to the Stellaron hunters' suspicious activities for the time being.
So this is what it means to see how the script plays out. Maybe you should keep it wide open. One eye might not be enough.
Let's start the investigation with the sick ones inside the building.
I thought this was supposed to be a safe zone.
Safe means that I monitor everyone's every move, including yours. And hers.
Judging by the time, I should be right on cue.
Not exactly right on. And you missed your cue. You should have made your entrance 4 lines ago.
4 lines back? Oh, one eye might not be enough. You were laying the groundwork for her entrance. Margin of error, 23 seconds. Coordination needs improvement.
My bad. I lost track of time. What about you? Did the operation go smoothly?
It's a long story. I thought it was a battle royale, but it turned into a zombie crisis. I think it should have been you instead. I heard Elio gave you a long vacation. Whereabouts?
Let's call it a business trip. 10 days in Penacony with a packed schedule. I'll take today, for instance. I needed to arrive at Ideen Park on time, ordered 2 drinks, give the cash spewer 3 knocks, and watch it spit out 650,000 credits. And then, I was supposed to get on the line and say hello to you.
23 seconds late. Not very punctual.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, even a late warning might just save you and Blady's lives. Elio asked me to pass along a message. Don't lose to Aha.
That's it? Anything else you want to say?
Hope you enjoy yourself.
What secret messages have you been sending?
Nothing. We've said everything we needed to say. If you think there's more to it, that's just because you don't know us well enough yet.
I don't deny that, but I will sooner or later. Jade warned me, never underestimate the enemy. Compared to the 10 Stonehearts, the Stellaron Hunters possess much greater solidarity.
Is she seriously not just throwing shade at her colleagues?
The probability is 9%. I'll reserve judgment for now. Hopefully, you can give me an answer. Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection. When you access the network, data's going to flood your mind. Brace yourself. Prompt block permissions unlocked. Data floodgates released.
So, is this kind of game fun? This was your first mission. A pity you had to cheat.
No. You don't even know the first thing about games. What gives you the right to call me a cheater?
You handed over that cartridge willingly. Why did you steal it back?
I just took it back to play with. Saying steal, that's so hurtful. Besides, you guys just left it casually lying around in the vault.
Fine. You think we were careless? Well, next time we won't be. I'll put it in a containment room at Pierpoint. Go ahead and try borrowing it then.
Nice idea, but the execution's a no-go. You guys can't even get in there without me. By the way, I changed the passcode for this cell too. 1337. I can leave whenever I want.
Oh. Is this the skill of a top-tier hacker? The cartridge was clearly the ending you refused, yet you still used it. Care to tell me why?
It's gonna be a game over anyway, so I'll play however I want.
The ending's the same, so the journey doesn't matter. Sounds more like you're just making excuses for yourself.
It's not the same. You guys believe in destiny. I don't. That's why I don't mind spoilers.
Then When you see how things end for you, are you afraid or excited?
Bored. Because feeling bored proves I haven't become her. That's why I joined you, the Stellaron Hunters. Those who play the game to change the ending. Why am I suddenly thinking about that? This is still Perlux Tower? This Joy whatever dude is her employee?
Exactly. Clearing up the truth is also a way to save these innocent people. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
You said you'd turn a blind eye. I didn't think you'd actually be monitoring me.
The road ahead is fraught with peril. I'm just watching your back on behalf of the IPC. If the worst happens and you end up an enemy of the whole world, I'll be there to switch to the world side in the nick of time.
Oh. I didn't take you for the humorous type.
Okay, I'm gonna end the video here and play a Civil Wolf. Just ending here. Catch you later. Tiki.